I am making this video specifically for our group, which is the Professional Christian Podcasters group on Facebook. And you are welcome to join us there. If you're a Christian who wants to become a professional um, in your podcasting and turn that into something which could be a great tool for ministry, but it can also be just a wonderful way to generate income and develop yourself as a person. I really believe in podcasting. I think it's just an amazing facility that we have. It's an amazing way to build your influence, reach out to others. But my commitment comes from my background. And by the way, I'm just coming out of a few days of flu. So if I struggle but to speak clearly, that's what's going on. But my commitment comes out of where my career began, which was with a national television broadcaster. I have a degree in graphic design and was given the job of working on what was in those days breakthrough technology, doing graphics for TV presenters. And so in that context, I became aware that there are certain things that they do and certain skills that they perfect that the ordinary folk don't understand. And something which is critical for you, if you want to make a success of your podcasting, you want to be different, you've got to differentiate yourself from the noise. What that can look like is, imagine that you are walking into a crowded room, there's 1,000 people, and they're all talking. That din that you're hearing is just noise. Everybody's talking, everybody's trying to be heard, but they can only be heard by the person directly in front of them. And the cacophony of all of it just becomes noise. Now, when you get into the podcast space, the same thing happens. Unless you differentiate yourself, unless you pull yourself out and step up onto the stage, you are not heard by the total audience. And that's where you want to be with your podcasting. You want the total audience to hear you. You want to be clearly differentiated. You want to clearly be in a position where people say, there is something that's different, right? That will move your podcasting forward in a great way. Until you get that right, you are not going to move. You're just going to be part of that noise, part of that din that's out there. And so my commitment with professional Christian podcasting is twofold. The first is I'm looking for people that have excellence and are committed to excellence. Why am I doing that? I'm doing that because in the background, I have online television podcast channels. For example, One Kingdom TV, you can see that on the screen, the logo is there. OneKingdomTV.com is one of those channels. And I started this group, one, to spread the word. You all have gifts and talents. Two, to help people like you get your gifting off the pew so that you can be active. You can be active for the kingdom, for the Lord in what you're doing. But number three, because I'm looking amongst my audience, I'm looking amongst the members that have joined us, for those who are excellent, because I want to invite you, the few of you that are rising up to the stage, to give you much bigger exposure and also to give you that platform which will differentiate you from the din and the noise. So I could say a whole lot more about that, but I'm going to wrap this up for now. I've also changed the format on Professional Christian Podcasting. I know I'm breaking the rule, but this is owner's privilege. Which is from here onwards, we're going to be demonstrating reels only. So submit 1 minute or less short form videos or reels. Longer content is going to be disallowed, except for once a month. I'll invite you to submit your best content for the month. So with that in mind, if you're interested in taking the next step or in being part of my online platforms, reach out to me. I'm looking for the best of the best, and I will put a couple of these videos together to give tips to help you get out of the noise, differentiate yourself, and be excellent. So thank you for watching. Guy Mariel Stinson, One Kingdom TV, Professional Christian Podcasters on Facebook. Look us up, like, and join. I'll see you there.